Every picture that I seen, every image, that was God. That's what they said. So every time we close our eyes, now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. That's who we were praying to, right? That was the image that we seen. But you understand that Jesus Christ had woolly hair. Who else has woolly hair? We do, right? And guess what? In times of old, Issachar, or the so-called Aztec Indians, y'all have woolly hair too. Y'all have big afros too, right? Same thing. Same thing. We are God's chosen people. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
You hear that, Sister Claire? I know you're trying to mind me and everything, but the Bible says that our people, we are very special unto the Lord our God. And he said that he will set us on high above all nations. But what must we do? We must return to the Lord. Let me ask you, where you from?
Here.
You from here? Born and raised?
I was born in Little Rock.
Oh, okay. So, but when you look at those conditions, right? The conditions that we're in, we don't really have many positive influences to look at, right? Because when you think about, let me ask you, what is your nationality?
Hispanic.
You're so-called Hispanic, right? Okay, and they tell us that you're Hispanic, but Hispanic literally means property of Spain. So who are you really? That's a good question, right? But these are questions that are not being asked. These are things that are not being showed to our people. So if you don't mind, come around just really quickly. I want to show you something. All right, I want to show you something. What's your name?
Claire.
Claire. All right, Miss Claire, come on around. So I want y'all, stand right here in front of me, y'all. Stand right here in front, because I want her to see the signs, all right? I want her to see everything. Miss Claire, come on around, because these are things that are not being shown to us. That's why it's so important for y'all to grasp what we're talking about, okay? All right, what color is Jesus Christ?
Black.
All right, and who does he look like?
Us.
And who does he love?
Us.
Exactly. So, when you take a look at that sign over there, right? When you take a look at this sign to my far left, on my far left, your far right, this is what they call us in these lands today. Where do you see yourself on that sign? I want you to look, really look.
How do you say that?
Which one is it?
It's like, I don't know how to say that.
Which one? Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Issachar. That is the tribe of Issachar, the so-called Mexicans, the Aztec Indians. When you look at the top, though, what do you see? The 12 tribes of Israel, right? Now, Deuteronomy chapter 28. So, Miss Claire, right? You seem like a very young woman, but you seem like you got mind on you, right?
You got that.
How did our people, because you know black and brown people, we are the same people, right? So because we went through the same thing, we are still going through the same things today. How did we get in these conditions? How did we end up in the hoods? How did we end up on Section 8s? How did we end up baby mamas, baby daddies, with no marriage, no unions, no nothing? How did that happen to our people? It's because some bad things happened, right? Because we were very bad, right? But how did that happen to us? You don't know? I'm going to show it to you. Read what you got.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now, Miss Claire, if there were ever a people that were cursed in the land, it would be us. It would be our people, right? And how do we know this? We can look at these curses and be able to identify who they are actually talking about, right? For example,
cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city. You ever heard of black on black crime? You heard of that before, right? And black on black crime is black people killing black people and so-called brown people, which are really black people, killing black people, right? We kill one another. We hurt one another. And are we supposed to hurt each other, y'all?
No.
Are we supposed to kill each other, y'all?
No.
Are we supposed to steal from each other?
No.
No, because these are all what?
Bad things.
Bad things.
Yes.
So we're not supposed to do bad things. We have to love one another, right? Right? Exactly. We got to love each other. So, Miss Claire, take a look at these signs that I have right here in the middle, because this is going to come in handy soon, right? Read that again.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So our people are cursed in the city. When you look at our conditions, when you look at where we came from, yeah, we're going to get into it. When you look at where we came from, how did we get over here to this land? And how are we captives today? Because we did not take heed to God's commandments. Do you know some commandments? No? Okay. Perfectly fine. How old are you?
26.
26. So you're young. Young. 26. How old are you?
4.
4? Okay. Okay. You very smart for a 4-year-old. 5? All right. Yeah, you brilliant too, man. I heard you.
I'm 5.
You 5?
Me and her. No. 7.
Oh, okay. Y'all both 7?
But you are not 5.
You were 7? Okay, so you're the big brother. Huh?
Somebody, they got a crush on each other.
Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. You see that right there? Y'all ain't got no crush on each other, right? Boyfriend and girlfriend is very bad. That is bad. Y'all know that, right? You gotta wait till you grow up and get older, and then you get married, right? Because boyfriend and girlfriend is bad. Okay?
Only when you grow up and get older.
Exactly, when you grow up and you get bigger, and then you get married. Okay? So, no boyfriends, no girlfriends, right?
Yeah.
Good. Good. Okay. So, Miss Claire, you gotta make sure you're teaching them this, okay?
All of the enemy, them a go be a prey one day. Oh, what time for rise up, rise up. This are your kingdom of fall right now. Your time up, time up. This is the work of God. This are your kingdom breach to the stage of decadence. The water rise up and it's very evident. We come to claim our roots and take back our heritage. We were never savages, taken from the decayed state. No my kindred wake, meditating scriptures and increase with faith. While leading reach destruction await. Bind them kings with chain. Oh, what time to rise up, rise up. This are your kingdom of fall right now. Your time.
Hey, Shalom, Most High in Christ Bless. This is Captain Immanuel. Subscribe to IUIC Arkansas on YouTube. First and foremost, scan that QR code. Follow us on all platforms to help us push this truth. Facebook, Instagram, X.com, TikTok. Need I say more? Everything. Just type in IUIC Arkansas and hit the follow or subscribe button, alright? Most High in Christ Bless.
This young man, right? He's being auctioned off. You see all of the images that we have here, like this one, for example, right? I don't know if you can read that, but it's a Negro sale, okay? You see this family that's standing up here? They standing on auction blocks with all of these men around. They're being auctioned off. 25 minutes sold to the Master Charles Plantation, right? You see this. A lot of the things that you see here is what you see here, right? You see the slavery. You see the chains around his head. What color is that man right there, princess?
Black.
He's black or brown, right? So you see the same thing. What color is he?
Brown.
Brown, right? His hands are behind his back. He's going into slavery. The same things that happened to the so-called Mexicans is the same thing that happened to the so-called black man. Exactly. They are the Native Americans, and that's what they were known as, right? But the Bible does not say Native Americans. It says Gad, right? It says Issachar. It says Reuben, Naphtali, Ephraim, right? That's what it says. But our people, Sister Claire, are not being taught this great history. Excuse me. We're not being taught this history. We're not being given that understanding that we are God's chosen people. Why did this happen to us?
I don't know.
You don't know? I read it earlier. Why is this happening to our people? Why do we live on the bottom of society? Because we're different colors? Okay.
A really long time ago, white people couldn't be
Yeah. We were separated. And it was probably for the better.
They couldn't get on buses together. The white people
Yeah, but why was that happening to us?
Martin Luther King, he was trying to, because he wanted them to get together. Because we were darker.
Well, it's not because we were darker than them, but it's because of who we are. You understand? We are God's chosen people.
That's what I was about to say.
You were going to say that? Well, say it then. Who are we? Who are we? God's chosen people.
That's right.
Say it. I want to hear it. Who are we?
God chosen people.
Who are we again?
God chosen
Who
people.
are we again?
God chosen people.
We are God's chosen people.
That's right.
Y'all are very special to the Lord. Y'all understand that? Jesus Christ looks just like each and every one of you. Yes, Sister Clara, you too. He looks like our people, right? Now, Deuteronomy chapter 28, or no, go to Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. Because here's something that they're not going to tell us. Look, you can sit that down. Who is that, princess?
That's Jesus Christ.
That's what Jesus Christ looks like, right? But what did they, Sister Claire, what did they tell us that Jesus looked like? What did they say?
I know, like them.
Huh?
Like, I know he had wool
He had hair wool.
and brown skin.
Yeah. Every picture that I've seen, every image, that was God. That's what they said. So every time we close our eyes, now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. That's who we were praying to, right? That was the image that we seen. But you understand that Jesus Christ had woolly hair. Who else has woolly hair? We do, right? And guess what? In times of old, Issachar, or the so-called Aztec Indians, y'all have woolly hair too. Y'all have big afros too, right? Same thing. Same thing. We are God's chosen people. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
You hear that, Sister Claire? I know you're trying to mind me and everything, but the Bible says that our people, we are very special unto the Lord our God. And he said that he will set us on high above all nations. But what must we do? We must return to the Lord.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with